This batch of mini racers that we're unboxing today, it just bewilders me because I went to go gather everything I needed for the review. You know, I brought some other minis I wanted to compare to these ones, and I was like, all right, gotta get the 155 scale die cast so I can compare the full size to the mini size. I was like, wait. Only two of them have actually been released as 155 scale die cast. Now, maybe you saw the thumbnail, maybe not, but obviously you know the Westfalanapus has not been made as a 155 scale die cast. In these boxes, we have the Suki model clown, no, and Chieftess, no. Hopefully soon for both of those, especially Chieftess, and then Deputy Lightning McQueen, who just barely came out as a diecast. Now, we have had Suki as a full-scale diecast for over a decade, but other than that, the mini racer line is actually doing cars on the road at a faster clip than the 155 scale diecast, and it's just weird to think like that. I know we've been talking about that before. Even for color changers, it seems like they've been going faster, but when it's all said and done, the 155 scale diecast line will have a larger cars on the road selection than the minis and the color changers, but right now it's just mind-blowing to me that the minis have just been that on top of things, and I like it a lot because of the sense that you kind of get the best of both worlds. You know, you can enjoy some mini racers that are really fresh and new. It doesn't feel like you're kind of buying something you already have. You know, Chieftess is something that I am so looking forward to opening in this video, and it really is the main reason why I was like, okay, I know I usually wait to do more minis than 5 at a time for these videos, but I was like, I can't wait any longer. I want to open Chieftess and see her up close because the pictures I've seen just make her look gosh darn incredible. So we're going to just get right into it. 5 mini racers to review / unbox today. Now these two I already have open because Suki I just got loose. I did not get the 3-pack that she comes with, which includes Dragon Lightning McQueen and Tokyo Mater. Kind of a lame Tokyo Mater pack. I'm glad that there's a new car in it, don't get me wrong, but I was hoping for Kabuto. Just such a cool character, and it's a character that Mattel releases a lot in the 155 scale line, and they even did him as a micro drifter, so I guess in a sense we already do have him in this smaller scale, but still I want him as a mini, and hopefully we get him in the future. And then I have the Westfalanapus here, who came out of this dino egg. I actually unboxed him in a short video I did that I uploaded to the channel a while ago, so now we'll finally be able to review him. I also do want to say I got these 4 here from CarLotSales. I'll leave the link to his eBay store in the description below. Definitely check him out. He has the best prices on eBay, just in terms of the newest stuff as well. You know, I mean, you can't really get some of this stuff from anybody but him right now, and that includes 2023 singles KCF with the Disney 100 stuff, which is pretty awesome. All right, guys, let's dive right in. We're going to open these 3 boxes first. I don't know who's in what box, but I do know, you know, it should be Deputy McQueen, the Clown, and Chieftess. Let's make some predictions here, guys. I really have no idea. You know, obviously the numbers will give you a hint maybe, but I have no idea. I haven't looked at them. 14. I'm going to go Chieftess because I feel like there's not much wiggle room in her or in the box. And I'm feeling that with her crown, she's not going to move around a bunch in the box. And yep, I nailed it. Look at that. Yeah, she occupies a lot of the space in the box with her crown. And man, she does look just as good as I've seen. Actually, no, better than the pictures I've seen online. So I can't wait to inspect her a little further. I just love the texture of all the bolts and the spikes that she has on her body. So that's awesome. Up next, all right, this is going to be the Suki Clown. I could tell that it's moving from one side of the box to the other side of the box too quickly to be Lightning McQueen. So it's definitely the Clown. And I nailed it again. Look at me. Now, it's funny that they did 2 mini racers that are the exact same model, like at the same exact time, obviously in different formats and all that, but still kind of weird that they did that, but probably not intentional. They just happened to come out at around the same time. And then this means we have Deputy McQueen here. Now, it's actually really funny. I revealed this case long back in January, revealed what minis were going to be in this case, and it's come to fruition. It's really cool. I love looking back on time and seeing how, I felt about something a couple months ago, a couple years ago, and to see something come to fruition. You know, I think about that with movies a lot. You know, Marvel announces movies 4 or 5 years ahead of when they're coming out, and to think that, wow, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was announced when I was still in like the early years of college, and now I'm graduated and working full time. Just mind-blowing to me. I love that stuff. You guys probably think I'm weird, but that's just how I roll. All right, we're going to start with the Suki Meister here. Again, an interesting choice for a mini racer release, but I'm not complaining. You know, she technically is a new model, along with this one now, but a very iconic character, just in the sense that she's been released almost every year since 2011. She was released, 2012, that is. 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, probably 2016. I think there was probably a break year in there, and then obviously she was not released in 2017, 2018, 2019. Not in 2020, but I do think she returned in 2021. I'm not sure about 2022, though. I don't think so. It's confusing because she gets, released a lot alongside Chisaki and Harumi, which are her little girl buddies of the same model, and those have always been released a ton as well. But yeah, she does appear in both Tokyo Mater and Cars 2, so that's kind of nice. Now, what I'm a little bit concerned about here, just weird looking, the headlights, you can see are engraved right there, they're outlined, and then the decals, the paint, the pink, were applied way too far down. I mean, I don't think that's intentional. Those should be covering the headlights there. If you look at the 155 scale diecast, they are perfectly covering the headlights there. Whereas here, I mean, they are just way too low. That's kind of weird to me. Also, I think, this is actually probably considered an air, because it looks like that, yeah. Oh my God, guys, yeah, this is bad. This is gross. That's supposed to be in her mouth. That's supposed to be like the inner workings of her mouth and her tongue and all that stuff. And you could see it was just stamped way too low. Jesus in the morning, that is bad. Oh well, I don't really care all that much. It's an air basically, but not like a super awesome air to go ballistic about. But yeah, that's not supposed to look like that, I don't think. Everything on the front here just needed to be shifted up a little bit. Anyway, moving on, I like the tires here. They're white. You got the pink rims. They do have the holes in the center for the axles, which is not accurate. They should be solid, but I think that's just part of the engineering of the mini racers, that they need to have the holes in the tires no matter what. Like for anybody, they have them. You got the kind of plaid skirt along the sides here, which looks cool. And then whatever this emblem is that she's always had, I have really no idea what it means. It says something academy, something in Japanese academy, so seems like she's a student of some sort. And honestly, with this plaid skirt, it almost makes her look like, a lot of like Catholic school uniforms do kind of look like that, with a plaid skirt, and are called some sort of academy, so that's a little interesting. They gave her a new expression, which is kind of nice. I like that, so she's not looking off to the side. You got the pink spoiler up top, which is cute. That's a plastic piece. Yeah, they did a really good job emulating the 155 scale diecast. The decals are not as good quality, like you can't really read that it says Academy there, but that's totally understandable. Just wish mine, was in an air. But everything looks really good. I like the eyelashes they even put on the black outline there of her eyelids. SO2 means she was made during the second week of 2023 at the, they don't specify the factory, but you would probably assume, just like the mini racer factory in general, Thailand. Good stuff. Now we're going to jump quickly on over to the clown Suki. They do have different expressions, so that is good to see. It looks like the mouths are the same, and they are stamped That's not just painted, by the way. That should be painted in the mouth. But yeah, different facial eye expressions, so that's good to see. You got the big lipstick there on the front. Hopefully we get her as a 155 scale diecast soon. I did make the prediction that she will be released in a 2-pack with Hall Haynes in the 2-pack case Astro Reveal video. Now, it appears that that case now lost the Hall Haynes packs, and that pack is being postponed. That's possible. Again, I am not sure. It's certainly a possibility, though, that that pack is being postponed to a further case. SO3, so a week after Suki. But yeah, just soak in the nice swirlies clown design that most of the clowns at Circus Velocitas have. There are quite a few of them that are in that metallic turquoise paint job or paint scheme, like the biplane that Mattel did. You got the little black dots up there. The makeup. Oh, she's got some polka dots on her roof, just like Claire Gunzer had on her rear. License plate. Looks like Japanese characters, honestly. It'll be interesting to see if that matches the 155 scale version when they come out with it, and hopefully they do. You know, again, my prediction probably won't be right. It honestly has a lot to do with the fact that they did her as a mini racer. So I was just thinking, well, hey, you know, they've released Suki so many times from Thailand. That's just a simple repaint. Shouldn't be anything too extravagant. And here you have a perfect opportunity to release her, you know, with Hall Haynes. And I know that would mean 2 new cars in a 2-pack, which is something they never do, but I was feeling hopeful. What can I say? All right, so yeah, that is that. We're going to move on to Deputy Lightning McQueen now. The full-scale version just came out recently in 2023, Singles Case E, which is hitting Walmart stores across the United States and just started to hit Australia as well, so that is great news. I have to say, I almost kind of like the mini racer expression more than the 155 scale. I like he looks a little bit more apprehensive, you know, he's kind of burrowing his eyelids a little bit, and he doesn't have a full-on smile, so I have to say I do like this expression a lot. It's one that you don't really see anything like, you know. McQueen's always got an unambiguous smile going on, so this is a really good expression. I have to say I like that a lot. Again, the decals are all minimized, so they aren't going to be as clear as the full-scale version, but they still look really good, like Deputy Hazzard with 1Z. Is it 1Z? Is it 2Zs? I don't know. Mattel puts 2Zs on the packaging, but it's only 1Z on the car. They did a good job with the rims there being brown with the yellow trim. Didn't get the red trim fully in there, but that would be a lot. They got the two-tone going on, the tan and the lighter tan. These headlights are indented. You got a nice light bar up here, which is another plastic inserted piece. Gas cap. It's nice that they get the decals, or the details like the gas cap. That's something I could have totally seen them overlooking on the minis, but nope, they got that too. Yeah, this is a really good one. It's one that, you know, out of all these, I probably would say is like my least favorite, just because, you know, we already have the 155 scale version for it. It's just another McQueen, not a new character. But I have to say, I really like it. Love the expression. Maybe I like it even more than Suki, but that's not entirely fair to Suki because of the fact that it's basically an air. And then here's how he looks with your cars on the road trip. Lightning McQueen. Obviously, they've done Cave McQueen now, and I'm sure they'll probably do Rumbler McQueen as a mini soon. Up next is the Westfalanapus. Now, these come out of the Dino Egg Mini Cruisers, or I probably should have said the Mini Racers Dino Egg Cruisers. Really nice kind of set of releases, a nice little line, because they are actually showing up at Target stores, believe it or not, in the Easter section. Probably fizzled out now, much bigger chance of finding them a month ago. But I do love the engraved cars on the road into the egg there. And then they do have these wrappers on them. This is a full one here. Mini racers. But yeah, really nice that for once, mini racers like the single ones, as in, boxes or just eggs in this case, are being sold at major retailers like Target, because that was never the case. Even when they initially debuted, you could not get them at Walmart and Target. Walgreens had them, Best Buy even had them, Meijer had them, and then as time went on, all those stores kind of dropped off. I do believe there have been reports of these being found at Meijer stores too. So Target, Meijer, and obviously those, obscure grocers like Fred Meyer's, Kroger, Fry's, H-E-B have them as well, and they have always had the mini racer boxes as well. Now, I have to say, this is probably, alongside the Mecha Turbo Tops, my favorite dinosaur that Mattel and Disney and Pixar have to offer. Maybe it's just because this is the one that we've seen the least of. I reviewed all the Dino Egg Cruisers way back in November, like 3 months before they hit stores. I was able to get them early, but I was not able to get this one early, and so maybe that contributes to it. You guys know I always talk the psychology of your favorites and whatnot. Is there recency bias? Is there exclusivity, elusivity bias in it? Like Rip Kuchganeski, the last World Grand Prix racer to be released. A lot of people like him just because he was desirable in the sense that you couldn't get him, and even down to like relationships. You got two girls coming after you, or you like two girls, but one of them's like super into you. You almost kind of like the one that you gotta chase. Always happens to be that way. Maybe there are other factors in that, but what I'm trying to say here is that if everything was presented to you in the vacuum without these external factors of, oh yeah, I couldn't get this one, along with the other ones. Oh, this one's a little rarer. Oh, this one came out later. Without all those factors, your favorites might not be what they are. Rip Kuchganeski might not be your favorite World Grand Prix racer. The Gaskets and four-wheel drive racer and Taco Mint, they might not be your favorite Piston Cup racers. Those were the last ones that came out, What's another good example? I'm trying to think of a good example. Carnival racers. I mean, they came out in like a couple waves, but I don't know. That's probably not a good example. Oh, here's a good example. Mafast Fong, Nick Schiff, Jim Reverick, they might not actually be your favorite next gens. If you were presented the whole array of them initially, if you got all 36 of them, bam, like that at once, and then you're asked your favorite, those wouldn't have any like special meaning to them. They wouldn't have been like, oh, the last ones that come out that I've been anticipating for 3-4 years. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just spewing garbage. What the hell? Get back to the Westfalanapus, Mr. Dockett. Yeah, I do love this guy. I love the horn coming out of his nose there. He's got the spiky tail, the double tip spiky tail, these exhaust pipes. He almost has like these rocky solar panels, obviously based on a Volkswagen bus. R36, so the 36th week of 2022. He's got the rock tires, which look really good. I just like kind of the dumb expression almost, but it does emulate how the like statue outside looked. He's got some wear and tear on them as well. Just a beautiful Mini, just such a creative crafting from Pixar and Disney. You know what I mean? Can't really give Mattel too much credit. They executed well, and I hope that they do a good 155 scale diecast version of him. But Pixar and Disney were the ones that really came up with the idea for all the dinos. And I think, yeah, we're already on to the last one here, being the Chieftess. And yeah, this is incredible. First off, she's basically metallic, but a gradient, starts off with like an orange bronze in the front, and then by the backside, you're to like a greenish yellow almost. So that's just so cool. I like the expression. She's got a nice smile. Her kind of noble, royal smile there, like, we must charge in the battle. I don't know. But yeah, I love the texture to her. She's got the spikes here on the fenders here, and then just some like random ones in the back, almost like bullet holes because they're so scattered. Love the crown here as well. Again, it's a plastic piece. A lot of these, almost all of these minis have plastic pieces on their roof, but yeah, it just looks great. You got the red gem in the center. You could tell it's plastic, moves around a little bit, but it's so well done. I don't think they could have done a better job on this Mini. And I cannot wait for the 155 scale version of this character as well. You can see like the tread marks here on her side. Really brings this character to life. Taillights are painted. The bumper's metal. SO3 is the date stamp. This is one of the best minis they have done in quite some time. And it was the reason why I was like, yep, I know I got to get these. I'm sorry, I cannot wait any longer. I need these minis. I want to review them right away. So be it if there's only 5. I need this Chieftess and I need her now. And I'm glad I did it. But yeah, I believe this is the second mini that we've gotten from the Road Rumblers episode. And they fit great together. You know, Mater also has the texture of all the dots on him, like Chieftess does. You know, funny little story to close out the video here. I, for whatever reason, brought up like a bunch of minis to show off in this video, even though they have like no correlation whatsoever. These are kind of similar in color though, I guess. But yeah, Ivy too, for whatever reason. So I grabbed Super Speeder Mater, and my case folded down. You know, it's a carny case, and the acrylic door swings down, all right? Pretty simple stuff. And I had a bunch in my hand because I wanted to make the least amount of trips possible. And so I had Mater kind of like on the tippiness of my finger, like on the very edge, like on the tips of my fingers. And the door kind of like sprung up a little bit. Like I had them like this, like kind of like that almost. And the door just came up. Like imagine like this is the door. It like sprung up and it knocked him all in my hands. He fell then behind my desk because this is not in my studio. It's downstairs by my desk. He fell behind my desk, which is about probably like a 4.5 foot fall. Falls flat onto the ground, and then for whatever, somehow by some magic, because I was like, oh my god, I'm off to get on the ground, I'm off to get out some like fly swatter to, you know, get him out from under my desk. But no, he hits the ground in such a way, and he springs out from under my desk, comes all the way out to my feet. And so then, you know, he falls 4.5 feet, and then he drives about another 4 feet to my feet, comes all the way out from under the desk, and I was like, what? And I pick him up. I'm just expecting to see him scratched. Not a scratch. So all I'm saying, this truly is a super Mater. That is a super Mater right there. That is a true story, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, just a fun, chill little unboxing video. Not a mega unboxing, not a giga unboxing, but an unboxing nonetheless. This is one of those just, I don't want to say a mini unboxing, even though I guess that makes sense. But yeah, some of the best minis, though, I have to say that they've done lately. I love Chieftess, love the Westfalanapus. I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye now.